Hi everyone, it's Echo Star Tarot. Welcome back to my channel. Let's get a reading today. We're going to start with the Cat Tarot, but actually first, we're going to do a stamp draw. And this stamp is going to determine the overall vibe, mood, tone. So, Capricorn Collective, Scorpio, and Sagittarius, what stamp are we going to get for you? Ooh, we have a really pretty, where am I? Here we are. Really pretty purple stamp with a cooler purple flower in the middle. It also has like this gold shine around the rim. This is feeling like a cold love. I'm going to reserve this. I'm going to reserve my thoughts, but maybe I shouldn't, because I see this glitter of gold, which is like frozen in time to me. It's like a trophy. It's a golden memory. I see a golden memory here. And it's kind of cold. I don't know what that means. So, let's get this reading started. Let's clear the energy from this deck. Okay. We got the Lovers. That just plopped down, face down. And we also have the Temperance. We have the Ace of Cups and the Eight of Cups in reverse. Oh. Okay, let's start here. Starting with the Lovers, we have a choice. Okay, and the Lovers is 6. So, love can scorch you if you stand too close for too long. Burning love is exactly that, and the embers require tending. Remember that this card is often associated with choices. Yes, no, stay or go. Are your ears burning, or are your feet getting cold? That is really crazy. Because of the way I described this stamp, I was not expecting to get a card that would immediately resonate with this stamp. So, how interesting. Okay, let's have some clarity about what we're getting cold feet about. And I feel like these cups, so much water here, by the way. So much water energy right now. Let's see what the Six of Cups signifies in reverse. Perhaps you're reconnecting with your inner kitten or with actual kittens. Either way, good things from the past are coming up for you. So in reverse, it would be you might be looking at life through a rose-tinted bowl. Let the past stay where it is. You've outgrown both the things and people that used to define you. Oh my god. That is so insane. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, Ace of Cups in reverse. Sadly, the reversed Ace of Cups brings heartbreak, a loss of sense of spirituality, empty feelings and empty bowls. But there's room for learning. Be willing to look inward to explore your own insecurities and self-doubt. And keep an eye on people making outsized emotional demands on you. So, it's really interesting because when you outgrow friendships and they're like stuck in time, and they're almost pleading for you to revert back to the way you once were. And that's not working for you. That never has worked for you, and you realize that, and you're growing out of that, and that's why they have a problem. You seek different goals than them, so you have to keep these people at a distance, right? No matter if they were your childhood friends or even if they're a part of your family, you keep them at an arm's distance. But what this is saying is to keep this specifically in the past. Keep it frozen. Keep it a golden memory instead of souring it by bringing it into the future. Keep it in that nostalgic state, because nostalgia just means that you have a memory that is worth holding on to. You had a past that was worth living. Okay? And also, if they're accusing you of like abandoning them or whatever, know that that is not true. If anything, it should inspire them to do better in whatever way that is separating you two. But honestly, severed, because at some point they made a decision not to. They're the ones that actually cut the cord. That's what's so ironic about them crying out to you and demanding your emotional attention. So let's see what the Temperance is all about. 14. The Temperance reminds us that nothing is more satisfying than exercising self-restraint, except perhaps when fish are concerned. Moderation in all things, even seafood. The water in and outside of the bowl represents the spotless satisfaction that results from balanced behavior. The rays represent angelic equanimity. Go with the flow, not the trickle, not the flood. Patience can get results. You got this. You know exactly what you're doing. You know exactly what you need to be doing. So you need to keep doing that. And don't let anyone interfere with that from the past. Keep those people as a good memory from the past instead of a ruined friendship of the future, or in the present. Keep it this beautiful gold and purple memory. All right, let's see if we can get some more clarification from a different deck. I was deciding whether or not I should choose between the Spirit Song Tarot or the Mystic Mondays Tarot. For some reason, the Spirit Song Tarot is speaking to me, so I'm going to do that. Oh, we got some cards turned over here. Must have been a wild one. Okay, let's clear this. Okay, what else do we need to know for Capricorn? We have 2 feathers, so that's okay. The 2 of feathers is about decisions and direction, and that was in reverse. We also have the Hangman, which is patience, the Traveler, which is adventure and potential, as well as renewal and enlightenment in reverse. Okay. So, what are we not making a decision on? How to renew ourselves, how to enlighten ourselves. Because that's the issue here, right? So I'm going to keep this paired here. In patience and perspective, and adventure and potential. I feel like there's a timeline here. This feels right. I'm going to start from here, okay? So we're having troubles making decisions on how to renew and enlighten ourselves. How can we let these people go in our lives that are not just no longer serving us because we don't have friends just to serve us, right? But they're holding us back in ways that are emotionally traumatic or stunting. Very much stunting your potential. When people say, like, oh, this person has main character energy, watch out for those people who say that. What does that mean? Why do we want to dim people's light? I do understand the chronic symptom of people being online and not being considerate towards real life people. However, when people say that in day-to-day and to other people who are average people just trying to do their best, that's something to disconnect from, because why would you want to dim your light for anyone? And there's patience in your perspective. You're very open-minded, so you like to listen to a lot of different opinions. But that's kind of the issue when you have analysis paralysis, is you listen to too much. You listen to everything and then you become frozen in time. And oops, you're cursed by them anyways. Even if you think you're out of their grasp, you're actually still stuck. So you have to sever completely and also reconnect the wiring in your brain. Especially if you're used to having to dim yourself down. I don't know how else to explain that. You're too embarrassed to do your best. You're too embarrassed to try your hardest. Why is it shameful to try? So try and ask yourself that every time you hear your critical mind start speaking. Is it out of fear of not doing your best? You're not going to do your best if you don't do your best. So you have to try. You have to. Or else you literally will not. But I think the universe has patience for you in realizing this. And it does take time to learn this. That's part of, like, young adult to adulthood. That's the next step. That's the next step of evolution. Okay? And once you learn that, there's so much potential for greater adventure in your goals. I was gonna say career, so you're gonna unlock your next step in your career once you unlock this, not insecurity, but programming. Is there anything else we need to know? Ooh, perception. Exactly. The moon. I mean, that clarifies it. Exactly, the moon. Oh my gosh. Perspective and empowerment upright. That's amazing. Okay? Period. That's what's gonna happen. You got this. Once you realize that people only talk down, people only try to reshape you when you are being seen, when people are seeing you for who you are and are intimidated by that, just know that you're getting closer to who you want to be, your authentic self, your true self. You're one step closer to your true self. And then the people who encourage that are the ones that are going to stick around. And the people who are intimidated by that or discouraged by that are going to end up revealing themselves. And that's going to be really unfortunate because they're not going to be staying around long enough to be inspired by you. So it's truly their own lose-lose situation for them. And it's going to emotionally impact you perhaps, but if you don't let them back in, you can keep it a golden memory of nostalgia, okay? Don't let anyone try to tell you that they've changed, okay? That's what I'm getting from this entire reading. Tell them you love them and tell them goodbye. I'm sorry that was so blunt, but that's what I'm being told. Y'all have a great day today. Keep glowing, babes. Peace.